This old, rusty pencil sharpener clearly isn't working. First, let's remove the shavings drawer and the crank handle. Next, disassemble the main spring shaft and the front pencil clamp. Taking apart the front clamp to get to the small gears inside. Each part is carefully removed, covered in years of grime. Now for the main cutter assembly. The screws are heavily rusted. This part is stuck, so I'll need pliers to remove it. Time to sandblast the casing to remove all the rust. The aluminum casing goes into a tumbler with media and dish soap. The machine tumbles, deep cleaning every corner. Taking the casing out and giving it a final scrub with a wire brush. Using a hand grinder to polish the hard-to-reach inner surfaces. Finishing with the scouring pad, the shiny surface is so satisfying. Next, the shavings drawer gets sandblasted. The drawer goes into the tumbler to clean the metal surface. Using a hand grinder to file and polish the edges until smooth. Let's test fit the drawer. It's a perfect, snug fit. Now for the main mechanism. I'll file down the worn metal parts. After sandblasting and polishing, the main shaft looks brand new. This small ring is heated red hot and quenched in oil for a black oxide finish. A quick reassembly of the mechanism before tackling the main cutter. Polishing the rotating shaft on the lathe with sandpaper until it's smooth. Cleaning the set screw and other small mechanical parts. The rear conical cap is sandblasted and polished. Now to disassemble the front pencil clamp for sandblasting. Carefully finishing each surface with a hand grinder and file. Cleaning the clamp pieces with acetone in preparation for plating. Nickel plating will increase durability, prevent rust, and give it a new shine. The small gears are also carefully polished and smoothed. Reassembling the front pencil clamp with the newly plated parts. Attaching the finished clamp assembly to the front and tightening the screws. The old wooden knob is broken, so I'll cut the pin to replace it. Cleaning the handle with acetone and anti-rust oil. Machining a new screw and a metal knob on the lathe to replace the old one. Applying a protective silver coat to the new metal knob, it looks great. Hammering the knob onto the handle to ensure it's secure. Attaching the finished crank, it turns smoothly and quietly. Flipping it over and adding for red rubber feet to the base to prevent slipping. This sharpener is missing its table clamp, so let's make a new one. Machining a round steel bar on the lathe to make it smooth and uniform. Using a die to manually cut threads onto the steel bar. Heating the bar red hot with a torch and bending it into an L shape. Now for the clamp jaw, I'll shape a small steel tube with a grinder. Filing all the edges of the jaw piece smooth. Welding the clamp parts together to form a solid piece. Milling holes and grooves to finish the table clamp. After some final filing, the homemade clamp looks professional. Installing the clamp and testing it on the edge of a table. After restoration, the pencil sharpener looks like a miniature work of art. Now for the most exciting part. Let's test it on a pencil. The result is perfect. A sharp pencil, and the shavings are neatly in the drawer. Thanks for watching.